Okay, welcome to session number 7 of module 2, in which we are studying orthographic position of planes. So here we'll continue with solving some more problems where the conditions of location of the plane in the first quadrant is given in different ways. So you would satisfy all the conditions given in the problem. So we'll try to solve some more problem in these sessions. So here we have this problem. So it is similar to the previous problem what we have solved, but here the only difference is the shape of the lamina or the plane. So instead of triangle we are having a pentagon. So again all the conditions will be same as the previous problems. So here you can see the pentagon is resting on the edge and the surface of the pentagon plane is making 45 degree with the HP. Same thing you just follow here. So now we'll see about what we can do with the circular plane. So you know that circle doesn't have any corners or the edges because it is a curve. So in this case, in the case of circular lamina, how to draw the circle and other projections front to end top view of the circle, will try to solve one problem based on circular lamina. So but anyway the conditions given will be same. So instead of corner or edge, they will be using the factor diameter here. So criteria for circle will be the diameter which will be inclined or which will be situated, the curve will be located or situated or placed on one of the point on the circumference. So this is circumference. So we can divide the circle into a few points and we can name that points as A, B, C, D, E. So in case of other cases where the square or rectangle or pentagon is there, we are having corners. But in case of circle, we divide the circle into 8 parts and each point will give the names A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, like that. So we'll try to solve this problem. So only difference is the lamina shape is circular here. Remaining other points, other conditions will remain same just like we had solved in the previous case. Right, so we'll try to solve this problem and we will try to understand how to draw the circle and the different positions, how to draw the front view and top view. So imagine a circular plane and just go through this problem and we'll start drawing it. Before that, so as usual, keep this in mind, all these points. So and accordingly you should follow these points here. This procedure applies to all the planes, all the problems based on planes, not only planes, even solids also. So these conditions you have to keep in mind, and whenever the problem is given like this, you have to follow loci method or directly you can do it. So we'll take this problem and try to solve this problem now. So compared to previous problem, only the shape of the plane lamina is changing now. So it is circular plane. Remaining other conditions will be same. So I'll just read the problem now. So the problem is that we are having a circular lamina. So circular lamina means it is characterized by diameter. So diameter will be given. Whereas in pentagon or rectangle or triangle, they will give the length of the edge or side. In case of circle, diameter will be given or radius will be given. And this circular lamina is standing with one of its points on the rim. Rim means the circumference, this boundary. The boundary of the circle is called as the rim or circumference. So we will be having many points on this rim. So in this problem, the circle lamina is lying on one of its point on the rim or the circumference on HP. So the circle is lying on a point on HP, and the laminar surface is inclined at 45 degree to HP. So the circle plane is inclined at 45 degrees to the HP. So I told you that the conditions will be same except that the plane is circular. And the next condition is that the diameter at right angles to the diameter which is passing through the point on which the lamina rests is parallel to VP. So here this diameter AE is the diameter which is passing through the point A, and the circle is resting on point A. You can see here. So this diameter is now it is parallel to, so the condition is given that it should be parallel to VP. So this diameter should be, so diameter which is at right angles to this diameter. So this is the diameter. So CG is the diameter at right angles to the AE. So in the next condition, we should make this diameter parallel to VP. That means this CG, you would rotate the top view. The CG is there, rotate it, and you have to keep it parallel to the vertical plane. So this top view, rotate it and keep this CG horizontal. So that it will be parallel to the vertical plane. Then you can draw the front view from this. Anyway, we will solve this now. So here one more thing what you would understand is that in this kind of problem, when the plane is inclined to HP, you start the problem with the top view. So we start the problem with top view. So we start here. And the sequence what we follow is this one. So start the problem with top view. From this top view, you will be drawing the front view. Then from this front view, we will be drawing this front view. So once we get the front view in the second stage, from this front view we will be drawing the top view. Then in the third stage we will take the top view. From this top view we will be getting this top view. So once we get this top view, from this we will get the front view. So from this top view we will get the front view. So this sequence you have to just remember when the plane is inclined to HP. So whenever the plane or lamina is inclined to HP, first is we should draw the top view. From that top view we will get the front view. From that front view we will get the front view for the second stage. And once we get the front view in the second stage, from that we will get the top view. Then again follow this. From this top view you will be getting the third stage top view, and once you get the top view here you can get the front view. So this sequence, these arrow marks you can see here, bottom to top, right bottom, right, top. So this cycle, this sequence, you just remember in all the problems. Okay, this will be same in all the problems. Okay, anyway, so we will try to solve this problem. So here this sequence you just remember top view, from this front view, from front view we get the front view, then from this front view top view, from this top view again the top view, then front view. So this cycle, bottom to top, right, bottom, right, top. So this cycle you just remember in all the problems, it will be same when the plane is inclined to HP. So now we will try to draw this manually, and how we'll see how to draw this manually and solve this problem. That is how to draw the front view and top view at these conditions. So conditions will be same as just like previous problem. Only thing I told you, the difference is the plane is circular, the lamina is circular in shape, and the diameter is given 50 mm. So now we'll go to the drawing sheet. So here we have the drawing sheet, A4 size drawing sheet, and as usual you start drawing the XY line first. So XY line you can draw from left hand to the right hand. Some length approximately you draw here, and that length, that line should be thin and light. So draw this XY line with your micro tip pencil. Then you have to name this X and Y. You have to name this X and Y. So this is the intersection of the vertical plane and the horizontal plane. So above this line it will be vertical plane right here. Below this line it will all be the horizontal plane. So all the top views will be in the horizontal plane, all the front views will be in the vertical plane, right? So anyway, we'll remove these lines for our clear understanding. Okay, we have the drawing sheet here, and this is how we are writing now. So now according to this problem, we have a circular lamina, diameter is 50, and it is, the surface is inclined to HP at some angle, and it's resting on one of its points. So first thing is we should draw the top view, because the plane is inclined to HP, so you make it parallel to HP or place it on the HP. So in top view I can see the complete circle. So now you draw using your compass, you should draw a circle with diameter 50 mm in the HP. So top view will be a circle of diameter 50 mm. So this is how you are drawing the circle with diameter 50 mm. So using your compass, you have to draw the circle, thick and dark circle. So once we draw the circle, so now you have to give the dimension to this. So for circle, you can give dimension like this, or you can give it like this, or you can give the dimension like this. So you can write this HP somewhere here, so that it will not, you will not get confused. Let it be clear. So this is the dimension of circle. You can show the dimension like this. So once we draw the circle, now we should divide the circle into 8 parts. So we'll draw the lines. So from the center we will be drawing the vertical lines. We'll divide the circle into 8 parts. So divide the circle into 8 parts. So you'll get 8 points on the circle. So this vertical line or horizontal line. So circle is divided into 4 points. So next you divide this into 8 parts. So one more, you draw a line at 45 degrees here and 45 degrees here. So I'll just draw that. So divide the circle into 4 parts. Okay, so you draw the line, you draw this other line. Similarly, I will draw one more line from the center in this direction. So the length will be 25 mm and 45 degree. So you just divide the circle into 8 parts. So each, this angle is 45 degree, 45 degree, 45 degree, 45 degree, like that. So using thin micro tip pencil, divide the circle into 8 parts. So once you divide the circle into 8 parts, now you can name the points. Just like in triangle or rectangle, you are giving the names to the corner. To the circle, you give the names to these points. So this point, you name it as A. This point, you name it as B. This one C. So we have 8 points now on the circle. E, F, G, H. So we have 8 points on the circle. You can make many parts. Minimum you have to make 8 parts, because you will be joining these points to get the smooth curve in the next top view or front view. So now once you draw these, write these points A, B, C, D, E, and write them neatly near the points. So this is, since this is the top view, you write only in alphabets. So this completes the top view. So top view circle is seen like this. Diameter, give the dimension, divide the circle into 8 parts, 8 points on the rim or on the circumference, and name it A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. So once we have the circle, so since the circle plane is kept on the HP from the front, if you see from the front here, so if you project that, you can see the front view on this line. So you can see the circle as a line now. So from all these points, you draw a vertical line to the XY line. So from all these points, you draw vertical line touching that XY line, right? So this is the left point of the circle A, this is the right point of the circle E. So AE, we can see, we should draw it with thick line. So this is the front view of the circle. Now this plane is, it is seen from the front. If you see, we can see this curve as a line. So this is the front view of this circle. So again, the front view you have drawn. So once you have drawn the front view, you should name these points. So what is this point? So this is A, this point will be A dash, and this point B and H, they are in the same line. So this point you are seeing from here, this side, front view. So B will be seen first. So you write B dash, and in the bracket you will write H dash. Similarly, C and G, they are in the same line. So this point is both C dash and G dash. Similarly, D and F, they are in the projected, they are same line here in the front view. So this point is D and F. So you write D dash, in the bracket you write F dash, because F is behind D when you see from the front here. And this point, it will be E dash. So you would write here E dash. Let me keep it here. So now you write the points clearly. Okay. Like this, you have to give the names to all the points. So this is the front view of the circular plane. So now next what you should do is, now this plane is inclined to HP. So what will happen when the plane is inclined to HP? The front view will be inclined to HP. So this front view we should draw here at the given angle. So lamina is inclined at 45 degrees to HP. So this front view will be inclined at 45 degrees to HP. So this front view, you just draw it here at 45 degree. So measure this length and draw here. Second stage, leave some gap and draw this front view at 45 degree. So I will draw this line at 45 degree. So this line, we measure the length of this line E dash, and draw it here at 45 degree. So draw this front view at 45 degree. And again you should take all these points on this line, right? So this point is A dash, and this point A dash, B dash, you measure it with your compass and draw the arc. You'll get the point B dash, H dash. So you have to measure this with your compass. So this is 7.3. So take your compass and you draw the arc. You draw the arc at radius 7.32. So this you can manually do it using your compass. Measure the length A dash B dash, keep the center on A and draw the arc. Okay, similarly A dash C dash, you measure the distance with your compass and you draw it here. So I am taking the center at A dash and I am drawing the arc with the distance. I am drawing one more arc here. Similarly, you measure A dash D dash. So in your compass you take A dash D dash, keep the center on A dash and draw the D dash. So you have drawn all these circles now, all the radiuses, all the arcs, to give the names. So this is this point A dash, this point is B dash H dash, this point is B dash H dash, this is C dash G dash, this is D dash F dash, and this point is E dash in the front view. And the dimension, that angle you have to give. So angle between this and this line will be, how much it is? 45. So this front view you should draw at 45 degrees, and all these points you should write here, measure them and write here. So once again we'll write, this is A dash, so this is A dash, write it here A dash, this is B dash H dash, so this point is B dash H dash, this point is C dash G dash. So take this point and write here. This is D dash F dash here. And this is E dash. This last point is E dash. Right, so this front view, now the plane is inclined at 45 degrees, the front view we got. So once we get the front view, from this front view I can draw the top view. So I told you the sequence. From the top view you go to the front view, from this front view we draw this front view, then from this front view you draw the top view. So the cycle you have to go this direction. Anyway, these are not required, we just delete them. So now we should draw the vertical projectors from all these points, from A, then from B, then from this C, we should draw vertical lines from all these points. So once you draw the projector lines, vertical lines, from this again top you draw the horizontal lines, horizontal projectors from all these points. So I'll be drawing from A. So from A you draw it, it will be same as E. So continue this. Then from B, D it will be same, continue here. Then C is there, from C you draw a horizontal line. D anyway it is here, E is there. Then from F you draw one line. Then from G you draw the horizontal line. Then from H, anyway this H is there, it will be same as F. So from all these points you draw the horizontal line, and now you get the new points in top view, that is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. So A is here, A dash is here. So this will be your new point A dash, A, top view A, right? So I'll just point it out. So this A is here, A dash is here. So this is the new point A. Similarly B is here, B dash is here. So this is the new point B dash. Similarly C, C dash. This is C dash. Then D, D dash. Then E, E dash. F, F dash. G, G dash will be here. Then H, H dash will be here. So you get the same 8 points here now. So you can see here now the circle is no more circle. That is, when you make the circle angle in top view, it will be reduced, size will be reduced, diameter will be reduced. So it looks like an ellipse. So now you connect all the points with a draw the points, connect the points with a smooth curve. So you will be getting the ellipse. So connect all the points, you will get this shape now. So the circle, when the plane is inclined and you see from top, the circle will be squeezed, it will be pressed, so it looks like this. So again all these points you have to just name it now. So again go to take your HB pencil and name all these points. So this point will be A, so this point will be B, this is C, this is D, this is E, this is F, this is G, and this will be H. So just write all the points correctly, neatly. Okay. So these points are there again on the circle. So now the plane is resting on this point A on the HP. So through this point A, this line AE is the diameter. AE is the diameter of the circle which is passing through the point A, and the lamina is lying on point A on the HP. So it is resting on the point A on HP. So this diameter passing through this point is AE. So for this diameter AE, what is the diameter at right angles to AE? That is CG. So CG is the diameter at right angles to this AE. So in the problem is telling that the diameter at right angles to the diameter which is passing through the point on which the lamina is resting, that is point A. So AE is the diameter which is passing through the point A on which the lamina is resting, and the diameter perpendicular or at right angles to AE is CG. So this CG you have to make it parallel to VP. So this CG is now perpendicular to VP. So this line CG, it is perpendicular to VP. You have to rotate it and make it parallel to the vertical plane. So this CG, this top view, you have to rotate it and keep it here so that this CG, that is this diameter CG, will be horizontal. So that is there. So you should redraw this circle here in top view such a way that this CG will be parallel to the vertical plane. So take that top view, rotate it and keep it here so that CG will be parallel to the XY line. So what we'll do is we will just redraw this circle here. So you make this CG parallel to the XY line. It is perpendicular now. So rotate it and keep it here. So we do redraw this circle now. So the circle you are redrawn here so that this diameter CG is horizontal now. So I am rotating it clockwise. So this is now CG. So So now I am rotating it clockwise direction. So this will be C. This point C is now here. C, this will be G. So if this is CG, so A will come here. So this will be A and this will be E. Similarly, you can get the remaining points and so just redraw this ellipse here, and again you have to get these points B, D, F and H. Okay, so you know now we have the point AE. So AE, line HB is perpendicular to AE. Okay, so you find out the distance between these two lines. So you find out the distance between this line and this line. So it is 5.18. So you draw a line from A on this line AE, you draw this perpendicular line HB. So I will take a line from this point A. I will draw a vertical line of length 5.18. So you measure with your compass. And draw a line here. So now you draw a line connecting this, which will be horizontal here, and again this line you draw here. So this line, which is perpendicular to AE, you are drawn here. So now this point will be B, right? So this point B is here. So you can write this as B. This point is C. So using your drawing skills, you just redraw these points here so that CG is parallel to the XY line. You follow whatever method you want. You just measure the distances and get all these points here. Okay, so anyway I will take this point now. So I will draw a vertical line. Take this point and draw a vertical line. So these 2 points will be D and F. So like this you reconstruct the ellipse here. So whatever ellipse is there, the same top view you draw here so that CG is parallel. You do whatever you want, measure all the dimensions, all the points, and transfer the points this side, and you redraw this same size circle here. So now this is the top view, and from this top view we will get the front view, right? So from all these points, so you should draw the vertical projectors. So we will draw the projectors from all these points. So now again similarly from this front view, from all the points we draw horizontal lines. So we have to find out the front view points A dash, B dash, like that. So again the method is same. So you take the first point A and A dash is here. So they will meet at this point. So this is the new point A dash, new front view A dash. Similarly B is here, B dash is here, so this will be your new point B dash. Similarly C and C dash is here, C dash, then D dash, then E dash, then this will be F and F dash. This is new point F dash. Similarly this is the new point G dash. Then this will be the point, so this is G, so this will be, sorry, this is H, right? So this point is H. Okay, so we will get H here. So this is H and H dash. So this point is H. So now we got all the points, and we should join these points with a smooth curve. So using your pencil freehand, you simply draw the smooth curve here. So again it looks like an ellipse. So you join all the points with a smooth curve, you will get one more ellipse here. So this is the front view and this is the top view. And all these points again you have to write here. So this point is A here, so this is A dash. Okay, so this will be B dash. So this will be C dash. This will be D dash. This will be E dash. So this will be F dash. This will be G dash, and this will be H dash. So all the points you just name them on this front view. Okay, write it neatly. And I will keep it here. Okay, so this is the front view and top view for the final condition. So all these conditions are satisfied now. So I told you that when the plane is inclined to HP, first draw the top view. From that top view you draw the front view. From this front view you will get the second front view. From this front view you get the, go down, you get the top view. From this second top view you draw the third top view, and from this top view you go to the third front view. So this sequence you just follow. So this is how you have to solve the problem. So you can see here. So in the drawing sheet your drawing looks like this. So it takes some time. Okay, so you have to practice So if you practice, you can draw faster. So this is your drawing now. So you will just copy this. So this is the solution to this problem. So you just follow the same points here. So all the points you just understand. So all these points will be given in the problem, and using these points we just try to solve the problem for different shapes and sizes. So the procedure is same, okay, for all the problems the procedure is same, except that the shape will be changing, but the conditions will remain same. The procedure is same, okay. So just remember these conditions and draw them. So here I told you, so here the problem is, the statement is almost same as the previous problems. Only thing is that, so here the shape of the plane is pentagon. So we draw the pentagon with edge resting on HP and the surface is inclined 45 degree. So one more condition will be given that you can draw here. So it will be same, the conditions will be same for all the problems, only the shape will be changing. Just follow the procedure what I have told here, okay. All these points we keep it in mind and just follow the procedure, you will get the final front view and top view. So that's it for this session, okay. Thank you.